Stand up right now. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Now really pay attention to what just happened in your body. Did you notice a little stiffness starting in your joints? Maybe a small twinge or ache in your lower back? Or that familiar feeling where you immediately want to sit down again because standing even for a short time already feels uncomfortable or tiring? That same kind of small but noticeable disruption is happening inside your body every single night while you are sleeping. You usually don't feel it happening in the moment. You only become aware when you suddenly wake up, for the third time, perhaps at 2 a.m., or sometimes even earlier in the night. According to data from the National Institute on Aging, more than 60% of adults age 65 and older wake up at least twice every single night just to urinate. This is an extremely common problem for seniors. But here is the shocking truth that most people never hear from their doctors. In the majority of cases, doctors are treating the wrong problem entirely. It is usually not your prostate that is the main cause. It is not simply a weak bladder, as so many people have believed for years. And it is absolutely not normal aging that you must just accept and live with forever, without any real way to improve it. I'm Dr. Michael Kent. For more than 25 years, I have carefully studied senior metabolic health, hormone balance, sleep disorders, and the natural ways the body changes with age. In my practice, I have personally worked with thousands of patients who fall into this same frustrating pattern year after year. They are prescribed one medication after another, drugs that only cover up or mask the symptoms for a little while. Meanwhile, the true underlying cause stays completely ignored and continues to get worse over time. What you have been told so far about nighttime urination is fundamentally incomplete. It leaves out several of the most important pieces of the puzzle. Here is what is really happening inside your body every single night. Each time you wake up to use the bathroom, your body is forced to interrupt very critical and deep repair processes. These repairs should be taking place in your brain, in your heart, and throughout your entire metabolism during those precious sleep hours. This issue goes far beyond just getting better sleep or feeling more rested in the morning. Frequent nighttime urination is directly linked to preventing diabetes from starting or getting worse, protecting your brain from early signs of dementia, and helping your heart and kidneys stay healthy and working properly for many more years. When sleep gets broken night after night, the body cannot carry out its deep repair work the way it should. The brain does not clear out toxins effectively during the important deep sleep stages. The heart misses out on full rest and recovery time. Metabolism begins to struggle more and more with insulin regulation, stable blood sugar control, and efficient energy production. Over months and then years, these problems build into larger issues. Higher average blood sugar levels, noticeable memory difficulties, increased inflammation throughout the body, and extra strain on the heart and blood vessels. That is exactly why fixing nighttime urination matters so much more than just comfort or fewer trips to the bathroom. It is about protecting your long-term health, keeping your independence as you age, and maintaining a good quality of life for the years still ahead. Broken sleep is not harmless at all. It quietly damages your body in ways that add up over time. It affects everything: your daily energy, your memory and thinking, your heart health, and much more. Night after night of interrupted sleep really does add up, and the effects are real, serious, and measurable. In the next 22 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 6-step metabolic reset protocol that I use with my patients every day in my practice. This protocol works to restore proper hormone balance in your body. For most people, it significantly reduces, or completely stops, nighttime urination. At the same time, it improves your daily energy levels, sharpens your memory, stabilizes your mood, and supports your overall health and well-being. Everything I share here is backed by solid, trusted research from places like Harvard Medical School, Cleveland Clinic, and Johns Hopkins University. Before we go any further, I have one small but very important request. Please drop a comment right now with the exact number of times you woke up last night to urinate. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, or maybe even more. This simple feedback really helps me understand what my viewers are going through. It also lets me tailor future videos to match your real experiences and needs more closely. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand why your bladder itself is not the main problem at all, how just one key hormone disruption is quietly sabotaging your sleep every single night, and exactly what practical steps you can start taking today to restore balance and fix the issue. Many of my patients report sleeping through the entire night without any interruption in as little as 2 weeks when they follow this protocol consistently. Let me explain what is actually happening in your body, the part that almost nobody tells you about. When you reach your 60s and 70s, your body goes through 4 critical changes that directly affect nighttime urination. These changes happen slowly and quietly over time, but they create the perfect conditions for frequent waking and broken sleep. First change, disruption of antidiuretic hormone, also called vasopressin or ADH. Picture ADH as a smart faucet inside your kidneys. When ADH works correctly at night, it turns that faucet off completely. Urine production drops very low, so you can sleep uninterrupted for 7 to 8 hours or even longer. But after age 60, ADH often gets disrupted. Either less is produced, or the kidneys don't respond to it as well. The faucet stays partially open. Your kidneys keep making urine all through the night, slowly filling your bladder while you're trying to get deep restorative sleep. Research published in the Journal of Urology shows that this ADH disruption, not prostate enlargement, is the primary cause of nighttime urination in the majority of seniors. Without good ADH signaling at night, your kidneys produce too much urine, especially in the early hours of sleep when deep body repair should be happening. This hormone change explains why so many people wake up fairly early in the night and keep needing the bathroom again and again. The second mechanism is a sodium-potassium imbalance. Think of your body as a precision orchestra. Sodium and potassium are 2 key players that must stay in perfect harmony for everything to function smoothly. But the average American over 65 takes in about 3,400 milliliters of sodium each day, while only getting around 2,600 milliliters of potassium. Harvard research proves that this ongoing imbalance confuses your kidneys. They end up flushing out extra water when they really should be holding on to it. Here is a simple diagnostic sign you can check right now at home. Press your finger firmly on your ankle or the top of your foot for a few seconds, then release it. If it leaves a visible dent or pit that lingers for several seconds before slowly disappearing, that is called pitting edema. It means you have fluid retention in your tissues. When you finally lie down flat at night, all that extra fluid from your legs and lower body quickly flows back into your main bloodstream. Your kidneys then have to work hard to eliminate that extra fluid. That is why so many seniors wake up in the first few hours after going to bed. This imbalance builds quietly during the day from eating too much salt and not enough potassium-rich natural foods, and at night it creates extra work for your kidneys exactly when your body needs rest the most. The third mechanism is insulin resistance and blood sugar spikes, especially after evening meals. Blood sugar is another hidden but very powerful culprit that many doctors overlook completely. Picture your kidneys as natural filters whose job is to identify and remove anything harmful, including excess sugar in the blood. When your blood glucose level rises and stays elevated, even for just a few hours, your kidneys immediately start excreting extra water along with the sugar to flush it out of your system. This natural process is called osmotic diuresis. A very important landmark study published in Diabetes Care clearly found that people who wake up multiple times every night to urinate produce up to 50% more urine during sleep hours than those who have stable and steady blood sugar levels all day and night. Even if you have never been diagnosed with diabetes, eating carbohydrates or sugary foods in the evening can still cause noticeable blood glucose spikes that pull extra water into your bladder. Here is the dangerous vicious cycle that keeps repeating every night. High blood sugar at night leads to more frequent urination. Interrupted and broken sleep makes your insulin resistance worse the next day, and worsening insulin resistance then drives even more nighttime urination the following night. The National Sleep Foundation has reported that just one single night of poor, interrupted sleep can reduce your insulin sensitivity by as much as 30%. When this happens again and again over months or even years, the cumulative impact on your metabolism becomes very strong and very serious. Evening meals that are heavy in carbs make this cycle much worse, and the poor sleep that follows makes blood sugar control even more difficult every single day. The fourth mechanism is the lack of certain important nutrients, especially vitamin B1, also called thiamine, and magnesium. These two specific nutrients play a direct and critical role in regulating the nerves that control your bladder function and signaling. When levels of either one drop too low, it can create that frustrating feeling of sudden urgency, but only a small amount of urine comes out, which is something that bothers so many seniors on a nightly basis. The Journal of Clinical Medicine has reported that thiamine B1 deficiency affects up to 30% of all adults over the age of 65, and the University of Maryland Medical Center has found that magnesium deficiency affects nearly 50% of older adults. Without enough of these key nutrients, the nerves that tell your bladder when to hold or release start to misfire and send confusing signals. No amount of bladder medication or prostate treatment can truly fix this nerve issue if the nutrient deficiency remains present. Many common prescription medicines, poor diet choices, and processed foods actually lower these nutrients over time, quietly making the nighttime problem worse and worse. In addition to these four main changes, there are several common daily lifestyle factors that actively suppress ADH production and make everything worse. Drinking caffeine after 2 p.m., having alcohol in the evening, eating late-night snacks or high-carb dinners, and drinking too many fluids right before bed. These are all completely avoidable triggers, but unfortunately, most seniors continue doing them every day without realizing how much they are contributing to their nightly bathroom trips. Changing these simple habits is often one of the fastest ways to start seeing real improvement in sleep quality. Now let me show you exactly how these four main causes and lifestyle factors turn into real, measurable changes and transformations in actual people's lives. Take John, who is 67 years old. For 5 full years, John woke up 3 times every single night to urinate. His energy levels had completely disappeared, his memory was getting noticeably weaker day by day, and no matter what he tried, his belly fat would not go away. Every time he visited a doctor, he came home with even more prescriptions: blood pressure medication, diabetes pills, something for low mood and depression. When John first came to see me in my office, he sat across from me and said very clearly, "I just can't take it anymore. I feel like I'm falling apart piece by piece." We immediately started him on the full metabolic reset protocol, carefully targeting ADH function, blood sugar stability, nutrient shortages, and his daily lifestyle habits. The results after only 3 weeks were remarkable. John slept through the entire night without waking even once. His blood pressure dropped from 148/92 down to a healthy 121/78. His fasting blood sugar improved from 118 mdl to a much better 95 mdl. His energy levels came rushing back, the brain fog completely lifted, and his overall mood became positive and stable again. John told me he finally felt independent, confident, and truly motivated to enjoy life again. His whole daily experience changed because we focused on fixing the real underlying cause instead of just treating the surface symptoms with more pills. Now let's talk about Margaret, who is 72 years old. Her pattern was a little different from John's. Her main problem was not directly her bladder. It was insulin resistance combined with poor evening fluid and eating habits. Margaret woke up twice every night, struggled with stubborn belly fat that would not budge no matter what she did, and felt constantly exhausted no matter how much she rested during the day. She followed targeted dietary changes, increasing her potassium intake through natural foods, greatly reducing evening carbohydrates, completely avoiding alcohol and late caffeine. And she also started therapeutic doses of B1 and magnesium supplements. After just 4 weeks, her nighttime awakenings dropped from 2-3 times down to 0. Her energy increased so much that she was able to start a daily 30-minute walk without feeling tired afterward. Her waist circumference decreased by 2 full inches, and her mood became steady and positive instead of up and down every day. Margaret's story shows the same powerful principle again. When you correct the real metabolic and hormonal imbalance, instead of just focusing on the bladder itself, you get fast, dramatic, and lasting improvements that affect your whole health and daily life. Now let me carefully teach you the exact 6-step metabolic reset protocol that I personally use with all my patients who struggle with nighttime urination. This is the same step-by-step plan that helped John, Margaret, and thousands of others get their sleep back. Step 6. Completely eliminate evening alcohol starting right away. Alcohol suppresses ADH production by up to 40% and keeps it low for many hours afterward, making your kidneys produce more urine all night long. Step 5. Stop drinking any fluids 3 full hours before you go to bed. Shift most of your daily hydration to the morning and early afternoon hours. Simply stopping evening fluids reduces nighttime urination frequency by about 50% within just 1 week for most people. Step 4. Avoid all salty foods and evening snacking after dinner. Excess salt disrupts the delicate sodium-potassium balance, and carbohydrates in snacks spike insulin and blood sugar levels right when your body should be winding down for sleep. Eliminating all snacks after dinner helps keep blood sugar steady and calm overnight. Step 3. Actively correct your sodium-potassium ratio by eating plenty of high-potassium foods early in the day, things like avocados, leafy green vegetables, bananas, sweet potatoes, and white beans. Make it a goal to get at least 4,700 mg of potassium every single day through food. Step 2. Start therapeutic supplementation with vitamin B1, thiamine, especially the fat-soluble form called benfotiamine, at 300-600 mg daily, along with magnesium glycinate at 400-600 mg daily. These two nutrients directly correct the nerve dysfunction that controls bladder signaling and reduce that urgent but small volume feeling. Step 1. Focus on stabilizing your blood sugar and reversing insulin resistance. Reduce or eliminate evening carbohydrates and sugar. Keep your dinner protein portion moderate and completely avoid late-night snacking. When you carefully combine all 6 steps together, especially steps 2 through 6, this protocol resets your metabolic switch, greatly improves ADH function at night, and restores normal, healthy urination patterns during sleep. Applying all 6 steps consistently does much more than just fix nighttime urination. It also reverses insulin resistance over time, lowers your cardiovascular risk significantly, improves brain function and clarity, and brings back real vitality and energy to your daily life. Here is exactly what you can realistically expect to happen week by week when you start and stick to the protocol. In week 1, you will notice subtle but real improvements: less strong urgency at night, deeper and more restful sleep during the early hours of the night. By week 2, there is usually a noticeable reduction in how many times you wake up, more consistent daytime energy, and much less brain fog or cloudy thinking during the day. During weeks 3 to 4, most people start sleeping through the entire night without any interruption. Blood sugar becomes more stable, and insulin spikes happen much less often. After week 4 and continuing onward, you begin to see the long-term transformation: lower blood pressure numbers, normalized fasting blood sugar, greatly improved overall metabolic health, and a clear reduction in the future risk of dementia, heart problems, and other serious conditions. This is not just gradual or minor improvement. This is a real transformational change in both your sleep quality and your metabolic health that keeps building and getting better the longer you stay consistent with the protocol. Now let me be absolutely clear and honest with you. This protocol is not a substitute for proper medical care and is never meant to replace your doctor's advice. Never stop or change any of your prescribed medications without first talking to your doctor and getting full approval. There are some important contraindications and safety notes to remember. If you have kidney disease, always consult your physician before making any changes to fluid intake or electrolyte balance. If you have severe heart disease, monitor your potassium intake very carefully under medical guidance. If you are on diabetes medication, make any carbohydrate changes only under close doctor supervision to avoid low blood sugar risks. The best way to start is conservatively. Begin with just 1 or 2 steps that feel easiest for you, then slowly add the others over the next few days or weeks. Always monitor how your body responds carefully. Pay close attention to your energy levels, your sleep quality, and your urination patterns each night. Your kidneys, your nerves, and your entire metabolic system will gradually adapt and adjust over time with consistency. The real goal here is gentle, sustainable balance, not sudden or extreme changes that could cause problems. Here is my personal challenge to you right now. Pick just one single element from this 6-step protocol, maybe stopping evening fluids, eliminating alcohol after dinner, increasing your potassium through food, or starting the B1 and magnesium supplements, and commit to doing it consistently for a full 30 days. Then come back to this video or any of my videos and leave a comment describing exactly what changed in your sleep, your energy levels, or your mental clarity during that month. Your honest story could give real hope and encouragement to someone else who is struggling with the same problem right now. Your metabolic reset switch is real, and it is waiting to be turned on. Your kidneys, your brain, and your whole body truly deserve much better than fragmented, interrupted sleep and constant nighttime bathroom trips. You really can sleep through the entire night peacefully, get your energy back, and stop the hidden health damage that has been quietly building inside you for years. If you found this information valuable and helpful today, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. In my upcoming video, I will reveal the complete step-by-step protocol for reversing insulin resistance in adults over 65, including exact meal timing strategies, specific supplements that work best, and practical lifestyle changes you can start immediately. One of those strategies is surprisingly simple, yet extremely powerful for most people. If you watched and stayed with me all the way to the very end of this video, please type the word RESET in the comments section below. Let's build a strong, supportive community of seniors who are reclaiming their sleep, their energy, and their overall health one step at a time. I'm Dr. Michael Kent, and I will see you in the next video very soon.